5.0. We said we would have many different things today. So on stage, Daniele Bernardini, Cognivix. Please.
Okay. Thanks for having me. My name is Daniele Bernardini. I'm the CEO of Cognivix. Our aim is to bring computer vision, AI, computer vision to automation and expand the automation market. We all know how COVID laid bare how fragile is our supply chain, and actually most of the corporations have experienced disruption in their supply chain in the last years. And one of the possible solutions is actually localize some of the production back to near the consumers. But one of the main problems with that is that many of the solutions, many of the production lines need actually also low-cost labor, which is not available near the consumers. So what can be the solution? The solution is making automation smarter and making it possible to expand automation beyond what is the current market of automation, which focus on high volumes and low mix of products, or low change of products, and it doesn't touch yet the other production lines. So today, the automation market is about 200 billion, and the total manufacturing market is above 10 trillion of dollars. And I think there is a huge opportunity here to do this. But to attack this market, you need two things. You need to have robustness, because the automation that can be employed in high mix and low volume production lines has to be adaptive to different environments, different illumination, people interacting with the robots. And it also has to be flexible. And it means that it needs to be low cost to implement in a starting implementation, but also in the change. Our goal as Cognivix is actually this: to create automation for this kind of production, to bring robotic systems to be smart, robust, and flexible. We are doing this by attacking the problem on two sides. Robustness we can achieve using state-of-the-art AI in one of the main problems in automation, which is robotic grasping. And we do this with our product, which we have developed over the last year, which takes this problem in 3 steps. First, identifies where the object to be grasped is. Second, it identifies which pose the object has, which direction is oriented in space. And then it plans the grasp in order to avoid the background objects, so that it's a safe grasp. We can see it in action here, if the video starts. We did an experiment with over 700 grasps over 5 household objects. As you can see, on the bottom left part is the camera that is mounted on the robot. On the right part, you see the digital twin where the movement is planned. And on the top left, you see how the poses are detected. In low light, in normal light, as well as in various lighting conditions, the prototype is performed with almost 90% precision, with different objects, with different poses within a very unstructured background. The second part is how to render this technology accessible to companies that don't have an R&D team, that are not able to actually train a neural network or implement such a complex system. And what we did here is we patented a data acquisition and labeling system that is able to help a normal operator without operating knowledge of AI to scan a new object that needs to be put in production and gather all the data that we need for the retraining of the neural network, and then proceed with the training of the neural network, making it possible in 24 hours to go from sample and 3D model to production. Our revenue model is based on a yearly subscription, which we have already verified with our partners and is accepted by the market. Where, for example, for 5 robots each year, you would have a yearly subscription of 20K. Taking this as a basis and considering that 10% of the factory out there that don't have automation could be automated, and that for each of these factories you could take 10 robots, which is an assumption, but it's a fair assumption. You have a market already of 30 billion. And this is a market that will grow year by year. We are 5 founders with a lot of experience in many areas, including academic research, industrial research, but also a very good knowledge of the market in Italy and abroad. And I think we have a great setup to attack this problem and to bring the product to the market in the next few years. What our story is a long one already. We started with an idea at a trade fair together with one of our partners, bigger partners, Fanuc Robotics, where we identified that this is actually something that the customers were looking for. And so we started with a POC that we developed in 2020. We demonstrated it with some of our partners, including Fanuc and others. And in 2021, we incorporated and started the construction of the new prototype, which you saw in the video. We reached the validation of the prototype, and in this year, we already raised private funding, as well as grants and loans from Smart Start Italia. The funding that we achieved already is 950K, and now we have a good position in the market with our key partnerships, as well as we are positioned to start having revenue this year. We are asking for another 500K in private funding to validate the product, well, to finish the product actually in the next 18 months, and then validate the product in the industry, in the real production lines. If you're interested in revolutionizing production together with us, talk to me later. They told me that we'll have drinks, so it's a good occasion for that. Thank you so much.
So don't leave, because
I'm here.
There's one thing. When we met with Daniele the first time and he introduced us to the team, it was a super technical team. So obviously we had nothing to say about how the product was made, So half of them or more are working in universities. So on the other side, the thing was to understand on the Italian market what was the need, the industrial need on the client side. And this is why we've actually did part of our job, which is to introduce to who actually holds the clients. So we have Fabio Massimo Marchetti from VAR Industries here today. Fabio, please, round of applause for him joining on. He's always been helping us, da sempre, with us from the start. So who better than him can give us an insight?
Come l'anno scorso farò il mio intervento in italiano.
Como quieres.
Volevo sottolineare alcune cose, perché la tecnologia di cui che ci ha presentato fino a poco tempo fa era considerata il sacro graal dell'automazione. Effettivamente c'è il concetto di beam picking, quindi di presa dinamica di oggetti non conosciuti, è sempre stato uno dei temi fondamentali su cui la ricerca si è impegnata. Oggi evidentemente con l'utilizzo anche delle AI questi percorsi diventano estremamente fattibili, soprattutto in contesti di produzione dove magari la ripetitività, le quantità di oggetti non sono così alte e quindi evidentemente l'adozione delle AI come elemento di adattamento alle singole componenti nuove diventa estremamente importante. Volevo anche sottolineare che questa cosa, perché prima in introduzione hai detto 5.0, il 5.0
non ho sbagliato, no?
No, però non tutti, cioè la convergenza della transizione digitale con la transizione green, con la transizione della sostenibilità, evidentemente è un tema estremamente importante, soprattutto nell'industria. E queste tecnologie sono esattamente in questo contesto, perché la tecnologia di automazione in realtà intanto non va a togliere posti, ma va a migliorare la condizione di lavoro all'interno delle aziende. E questo è un elemento fondamentale nel tema della sostenibilità. Dall'altra parte crea dei percorsi di resilienza e di flessibilità, perché questa dinamica di riconfigurazione degli oggetti permette anche di essere estremamente flessibili. Flessibilità è uguale a resilienza. E quindi nel contesto di 5.0, dove le 4 componenti sono efficacia, efficienza, resilienza, flessibilità e miglioramento della vita della persona all'interno della fabbrica, queste tecnologie diventano dei fattori abilitanti. Quindi nel percorso di evoluzione, evidentemente al di là di avere un mercato davanti che è impressive, perché questo mondo su queste tecnologie ci sarà uno spazio estremamente importante, soprattutto anche nelle piccole e medie imprese, Suggerisco anche di valutare bene poi come valutare il ritorno dell'investimento anche sul tema della sostenibilità e del ritorno di questo contesto, perché evidentemente nelle aziende oggi diventa mandatorio indirizzare anche questa componente.
Grazie.
Prego.
Grazie. Passo